You should all do cardio for the amazing health benefits, but as a serious lifter, there's one precaution that you must be aware of, which is the fact that doing lots of endurance training will have you burning lots of calories and consequently might result in you being in a calorie deficit. What does that mean? Weight loss, which can equate to you losing muscle mass and strength. So what comes after? Complaining that, oh, cardio kills your gains, it's not for lifters, when in reality it was your own damn fault for not monitoring the food intake. So today's message, although extremely simple, is to re-eat what you burn from the cardio. It's common sense, but few people take accountability for this very simple problem. They complain that cardio is making them feel flat and depleted, and they're losing all these gains. And when it's just them not eating enough. It's easy to fall into that trap. It's easy to play the victim card. Why don't you pay attention to that TDEE and recognize that it has increased because of the endurance workouts? Let's get something straight. If you're brand new to cardio, at first it's not going to be problematic because you're not that fit, right? So you're burning very few calories per session. But as the weeks and the months pass by, the duration increases, the intensity increases. Next thing you know, you're burning a lot more calories and you cannot continue to eat the way that you normally did. To do so is foolishness. So if you normally consume 3,000, well, now you might be at 3,500, 4,000. So your activity level is much higher. Therefore, you need more food. This is especially important for clean eaters and hard gainers because now it's going to be even more difficult to get those calories in. And if you thought that you were in a surplus, but now the calories putting you back at maintenance or deficit, you might not be making the best gains. Sure, as a novice lifter, or maybe late novice, early intermediate, you might be able to get away with it temporarily. But eventually, the lack of calories is going to catch up to you. And in many cases, it has nothing to do with your programming or sleep. It's just a lack of food. That really is a major culprit for a lot of guys. And in the case of cardio, yeah, you are depleting yourself, right? In the sense that your muscle glycogen will go down. And also, you're going to look more flat after a session. But then most notably is the caloric intake. You have to eat more food. That's the bottom line. So look, man, I'm just tired of people repeating this garbage because it's too easy to put the blame card. When we should just look at ourselves and say, you know what, I haven't been eating enough food. And I'll give it a great example so you can really understand my point. I've been doing cardio for over 2 months now. And of course, the same thing that I described to you happened to me. I got more fit, the intensity increased. All these things happen, right? Next thing you know, I'm losing weight even though I'm eating as much as when I was bear mode. So what happened? I started losing strength. My weight started going down. Nothing changed in terms of programming, but I was starting to lose a bit of gains because I wasn't eating enough food. That was my own fault. So over a 3-week time period, I ate in a calorie surplus. I paid extreme attention to my caloric needs. No change in programming, the exact same thing. All my gains came back. And I'm still doing the fucking cardio. I'm still just as fit as I was. So that's what I'm talking about. You identify the problem, you fix it. And in this case, it's extremely simple. You re-eat what you burned off from that session. I highly recommend that you get a fitness app, okay? This way you get a good idea of what you're burning, okay? For me, I do jogging, right? So it tells me an estimation based off the pace that you're running at and the duration. It says, okay, maybe you burn 550 this session, right? So you get home, you eat 550. And if you notice that in the long run, it's not enough, you're still losing weight or whatever, well, then you just calibrate. You figure things out, okay? Not everything's gonna be calculated for you in life, okay? It's a game of experimentation. That's how it is for a lot of things, guys. So that's all I'm trying to say. I really want guys to do their cardio because it's so damn important for our long-term health, okay? And emerging research is constantly showing this, okay? And it makes no sense to be fearful of something that can actually benefit you, okay? And on another note, although this is a problem for guys who are trying to gain weight, suppose for guys who have massive appetites, this is actually a good thing. In the sense that, hey, I can eat as much as when I was freaking heavier. So for some people, this isn't even a fucking problem. It's actually a pro that now they can get an extra meal in. You know what I'm saying? But for those that are trying to maximize their size gains and maybe they struggle with the appetite, or maybe they notice that they've introduced cardio and the gains aren't quite as good as they used to be, I feel like this message is extremely important, even though it is in fact common sense, all right? But that's it, man. I'm tired of people repeating bro science. I'm tired of guys dismissing cardio. Look, man, it's perfectly fine once you get the nutrition on point, okay? Like, remember, there's the training and there's the diet part. Both need to be maximized for the best results possible. So I'm just looking out for you, man. I hope this video helps you out. I can make another video about the best times to do cardio and how to program it with concurrent periodization if you'd like to. So let me know if you want a follow-up. This way you can really maximize your development on all levels, you know. And with that said, give me your feedback. Let me know if you ever struggle from this. I know it happened to me and countless of other people, right? Because cardio is just something that really aids in being in that deficit. So what has your experience been? Let me know, and I'll see you next time.